Fair use.
Really become interested.
Well, Admiral Byrd, I can understand. I think everybody can, the interest in the North Pole because it's so near our greatest challenger, Soviet Russia. But why this interest in the bottom of the world? Nobody living down there, is there?
No, it's pretty cold. There's only one permanent resident, that's the emperor penguin. The little ones live further north. I tell you one reason they're interested. It's by far the most valuable, important place left in the world for science. That's why the scientific groups all over the nation are really interested. But more important than that, it has to do with the future of the nation, those to come after us, or even during your lifetime. Because it happens to be an untouched reservoir of natural resources. And you know, as the world swings with an ever-increasing acceleration, far-flung places, once useless, like we thought the North Pole was, and no man's land, become very useful. The bottom of the world will be important, not only to us, but to our allies.
Fair use.
It's been untouched for millions of years, lying deep below the Arctic ice. The future of our warming planet depends on what we decide to do with it. It could be extremely valuable and extremely dangerous. Below the ice lies a fortune in unexploited oil and natural gas resources, and everyone wants a piece of the melting Arctic.
China is geographically a near Arctic state.
The United States is an Arctic nation.
These restrictions cannot stop us from this process, from exploring the Arctic.
And it's not just about oil and gas. The melting ice also opens up shipping routes, fishing grounds, and land. Will the Arctic powers grab those fossil fuels and worsen the heating of our planet? Or will they cooperate for a sustainable future? It's not as simple as you might think.
Fair use.
Forever.
Admiral, you speak of the resources of Antarctica. What are they? What are the natural resources there?
Well, we've found enough coal within 180 miles of the South Pole in a great ridge of mountains. It's not covered with snow, enough to supply the whole world for quite a while.
Well,
that's the coal. Now, there's evidence of many other minerals. We're pretty sure there's oil. Now, that coal shows the bottom of the world. Now, by far, the coldest spot in the world. Where that coal is gets 100 below zero in the winter.
Well,
It was once tropical. So we think there's oil there, and there's evidence, probably uranium there.
is it any secret? Is there uranium there? That would be the only thing that would be practical to actually go after, I suppose. Everything else would be economically unfeasible, wouldn't it?
Well, as we recklessly expend our resources, the time will come, and we'll have to go after that stuff down there.
Well,
you know, I avoided what you said about uranium. I'm not sure about that. I don't want to have the world fighting over the Antarctic.
Admiral, is there a competition among other nations to try to get information about
Fair use.
Greetings to you, my young friends. I am glad for this chance to tell you something about the top of the world, and perhaps something about the bottom of the world too. The North Polar Sea is surrounded by frozen continents. The Antarctic continent is surrounded by frozen seas. The south, the bottom of the world, is considerably colder than the top of the world. The south is as cold as people think the north is. Why did we explore? Why did we go to the top of the world? As long as there remains anything unknown on the face of this earth we live on, man is going to go after it to try to find out what it is, to attempt to conquer it, and to learn how to live in it. Little did I think, when we flew to the North Pole in 1926, this area, the contiguous islands and waters to our flight to the pole, would become one of the most important strategic areas on the face of the earth. I myself think we have a good chance to avoid war. But if we, unfortunately, God forbid, do have a war, much of it will be fought across the top of the world, across the poles. It is very important that we get prepared to fight in the bitter cold and to utilize mechanized units there and to have bases near the pole, because it close and has strategic position with reference to our potential enemy. As the world continues to shrink with an ever-increasing acceleration, the northern areas will become important for human habitation. It's becoming warmer up there. I believe myself the whole world is becoming warmer. Now, why is the South Pole important? Why do we go down there? It is because the bottom of the world is an untouched reservoir of natural resources. So important for us to explore that area, important for the human race, to find out what's I think it's important for us to explore that area, important for the human race, to find out what's there. That is why when this crisis is over, we expect to go back. Perhaps some of you students who are hearing this talk may volunteer to go back with us. We'll be glad to have you.
Some of us may answer this call to adventure and journey with Admiral Byrd back to the pole.
You heard it, family. The Most High is waking us up right now, family. The Most High is waking His creation up right now. Keep your eyes open, family. Because any minute now, I've said this in videos that I've made before. And the first person who brought this up to me, I give credit to my cousin who brought this to my attention as I'm going through my research. Them ice walls about to melt, family. And a lot is about to be revealed. The veil is about to be taken off of our eyes. Don't take your eye off the prize. Don't take your heart and faith away from the Most High. It's coming, family. We free. It's here. You just don't see it. But you got to keep faith and keep pushing. That spell is falling. That spell is melting. That ice is melting, family. And when it finally all comes tumbling down, all the truth will be revealed. Everything that has been kept in the dark will then be brought to the light. I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Be blessed, family. Shalom.